Since the global media asserted that Kylian Mbappe would depart as a free agent, everyone believes he will move to Real Madrid. One would think the club should be delighted, right? But no, they show no emotion whatsoever. Real lets the outside world say what they want, while they remain silent. It's a silence akin to powerful giants wanting a talented soldier to come to them on his own. Behind the doors of Bernabeu, officials are cautious in their statements on this matter. It's turned into an absolute secret. They even tread more carefully with every word when asked if the 25-year-old forward has agreed to join the club next summer, as early as January. What happened in May 2012, when Mbappe turned down Real, despite them thinking he had agreed to Bernabeu? It seems to have made a club already tight-lipped, even tighter around this extremely hot topic. They don't want to show excitement, only to become a laughingstock in the market at any time. But that doesn't mean Real's top brass hadn't prepared for this impending blockbuster deal. As La Liga president Javier Tebas said, there's a 99% chance Mbappe will don the white jersey. Kylian Mbappe is leaving PSG, and there's a 99% chance he'll sign with Real Madrid. But do I know if he has signed? This is great news for Real Madrid, and for Spanish football. Mbappe is one of the best players in the world. In my opinion, Bellingham, Haaland, and Mbappe are the top 3 players in the world, and 2 of them play for Real. At this time, Real Madrid's financial results are very good, and they can spend more. Real Madrid is very cautious financially. They have prepared for the acquisition of Mbappe, and they do not need to sell anyone to allow themselves to sign Mbappe. But the issue of a transfer is not just about making noise on social media. At Real Madrid, especially with big signings, there are very strict demands. New players must ensure their image, be moneymakers while also being pillars, and integrate immediately. Therefore, while the world expects Mbappe to come and perform well, Real also has to have extremely careful calculations, so that their already powerful lineup is not weakened. Even though theoretically, any team that uses Mbappe naturally belongs to the top 2 clubs in the world alongside Man City. For example, if Mbappe arrives in the summer transfer window of 2022, everything is too simple. By then, Real could easily abandon Karim Benzema and close the glorious era of a French forward. The 2011-2012 season, when Real Madrid won the Champions League with historic comeback victories, marked the pinnacle of Benzema's performances, earning him the Ballon d'Or. Benzema's legacy will forever be engraved in the club's history books. He leaves behind 5 Champions League titles, along with 353 goals and countless assists. Suppose Mbappe arrives immediately, then Real's lineup would feature Vinicius on the left wing, Mbappe as the center forward, and Rodrygo on the right wing. The midfield trio would consist of Eduardo Camavinga, Federico Valverde, and Aurelien Tchouameni. But then Benzema departs in early June 2023, a natural progression as he shows signs of aging. Real is forced to push Bellingham up to play as a forward. This player performs exceptionally well this season, in a position he has never played before. Therefore, with Mbappe's arrival, Ancelotti will have to change the current framework, and someone will have to leave or accept being a substitute. According to Spanish sources, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez isn't buying Mbappe to replace Vinicius, Bellingham, or Rodrygo. He wants these 4 players to rotate in the attacking line of Real. Recently, Football España presented 3 attacking options for coach Carlo Ancelotti with Mbappe. The first is to switch to a 4-3-3 formation. This option can utilize all 4 superstars in Real Madrid's attacking line. Mbappe would play as the center forward, with Vinicius and Rodrygo on the wings, and Bellingham dropping into the midfield trio to support the front 3. However, this lineup may not fully exploit Mbappe's speed. The second attacking option recommended for Carlo Ancelotti is to pair Mbappe with Vinicius in the attack. This would require sacrificing Rodrygo. Meanwhile, Bellingham would play as the number 10 in the lineup. Thus, Mbappe can unleash his speed and skills to penetrate the opponent's defense and score goals. The third option for coach Carlo Ancelotti is to continue using Mbappe as the center forward, with support from Bellingham and Vinicius on the wings. This option, as Football España outlined, is similar to the first choice. Mbappe needs wide spaces to receive the ball and utilize his attacking speed, and naturally, the center forward position could restrict this power. According to Goal, Coach Carlo Ancelotti has two main ways to fulfill President Perez's desires. The easiest option is to use a 4-3-3 formation with Mbappe as the highest attacker, Vinicius and Rodrigo on the wings, while Bellingham plays slightly deeper in the midfield. Another solution for Real is a 4-3-1-2 formation, a tactic the club has often used in the early stages of the 2023 or 2024 season. Here, along with Vinicius forming the attacking duo up front, Bellingham supports in the number 10 position. Charles F. Mark notes that Mbappe has gradually shifted his preferred playing position from winger to center forward in recent seasons. In the current period of the 2023 or 2024 season, the French striker has played as a number 9 on 18 occasions out of 31 appearances for Paris Saint-Germain. This indicates that Mbappe could take on the highest position in the attack if he moves to Real. In case Los Blancos are short on personnel due to injuries, the 25-year-old player is also capable of playing as a winger. In that scenario, the midfield will be affected. Either Camavinga or Tchouaméni will not play in their preferred positions. Fortunately, the French duo is extremely versatile. For example, Camavinga has often played as a full-back last season, and he seems born to play there. A similar story repeats with Tchouaméni this season. After senior players like Rodrigo, Alaba, and Militao suffered knee injuries, Coach Ancelotti pulled Tchouaméni back to play as a center-back, and he plays no different than a true rock on Lunin's goal frame. As mentioned, Tchouaméni and Camavinga both prefer to play as central midfielders. This story is not simple. It's not just at the club level but also the national team level for France. Continuously being played out of position like this, the two stars will undoubtedly struggle to shape their footballing mindset. According to former footballer Ivan Helguera, a witness of the Galacticos 1.0 era, buying Mbappe doesn't guarantee that Real will become an unbeatable team. One must recognize past mistakes. We spent a lot of money and had very good players, but didn't win the league during that time, Helguera said on DAZN on February 21. That's entirely true. Helguera was a member of the Real team that won the Champions League in 2000 and 2002. At that time, President Perez had a habit of buying a top attacking player every year. It was Luis Figo in 2000, Zinedine Zidane in 2001, Ronaldo de Lima in 2002, David Beckham in 2003, Michael Owen in 2004, and Robinho in 2005. However, investing too much in the Galacticos 1.0 project backfired and caused the imbalance. From being a top team, Real lost its position, winning nothing for 3 consecutive seasons and being eliminated in the round of 16 of the Champions League for 6 consecutive seasons. Actually, if Real were to buy a proper center forward, it would be understandable, as ultimately, Bellingham is also not a specialist striker. He may shine this season, but no one can guarantee the next season. But then again, Real seems overly committed and exhausted for the Mbappe deal, who has publicly stated in the media that he doesn't like to play as a center forward and only wants to play on the left wing. In that case, is Real making things difficult for themselves? Of course, none of us are qualified to advise Florentino Perez, but not everyone is right in every situation, so Real should be careful with this blockbuster deal. Once again, this is TD Sports. If you find this video interesting, please support us by liking the video and subscribing to the channel for the latest and most exciting sports news. See you in the next videos, everyone.